And we're live. Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk to y'all about a few of the hot topics as you see them on the screen. We are going to get into that. So go ahead, come on in, make sure that you guys like the video, and we just gonna have, a little bit of conversation about some stuff, okay? So let's see. Let me go ahead and switch up my screens real quick here. All right. Hey, B. What's up, y'all? Listen, I got a few things that I want to chat with y'all about. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's good. Definitely hop down in the comments and let me know that you're in the building. You'll feel what I'm saying. What's going on, Mikey? What's up, honey? Let me go ahead and minimize that real quick so we could chat about some stuff. While we wait for more people to come on into the room, first of all, let's go ahead and get Twitter out the way real quick, okay? Because I did come across a post when it came to Twitter, and y'all know they've been doing a lot of changes since Elon Musk decided he finna slide over there and do all these damn changes, rearranges. But it seems like there are gonna be some changes that's going to affect a lot of the notable people. And what they're saying is this: Twitter will remove all legacy verifications on April 1st, meaning celebrities will now have to pay for Twitter Blue if they want to be verified. Girl, not y'all having to pay like the regular people have to pay. Now, I knew this was coming down the pipeline because it was a conversation that they were having at one point. So it looks like it's definitely about to, come to a head. And the ironic part is that y'all finna be some fools on April 1st is what it's giving, okay? I haven't really been interested in getting verified on Twitter and not necessarily on Instagram either, but that's where I'm at in this moment. I don't know if later on I might change my mind and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get verified. But I need to know the benefit. Like, is the blue verification likely gonna come with some type of check at some point? Or am I just gonna be giving up my checks to you? Now, see, at the same time, if you're a business, you likely could write that off, you know what I'm saying, on your taxes or whatever the case is, girl. So, maybe, that's cool or whatever, but I don't know. I wonder how much it's going to cost for the celebs. They're saying the only individual Twitter users who will have verified blue check marks are those paying for Twitter Blue, which in the U.S. costs $8 per month via app. Okay, via app on iOS and Android, or is going to cost no. On the web it's $11, but on the app is no. I'm sorry. On the web is $8. On the app is $11. So I'm confused on what the damn difference is. That's what I'm lost about. Why you got two different prices for two different places? That's stupid to me. That's stupid. And more people going to be on their phone than they're going to be on the actual website. So, of course, people are going to be more inclined to just go ahead and spend those extra few dollars and just get the one for the app. But, girl, listen, Elon Musk done came through and got everybody changing up their stuff. They about to have Facebook doing the same damn thing, okay? I know, well, clearly Meta owns Facebook, which owns Instagram. So Instagram are making these changes. So I'm sure it's only a matter of time before they start doing that over there on the Facebook. But I just kind of feel a way just to be verified. I don't know. Because I know when Instagram was talking about verifying, it just did not make I didn't find the value in it. And then y'all trying to tell people that if they get verified, they'll have easier access or direct access to customer support or something. Like, you can't verify. I'm like, you can't confirm that. Y'all already trash. So if you get 1 million people to sign up, then how is that going to work? Are y'all going to hire more people? Because we already know Facebook done laid folks off. So how this going to work? Okay. Yeah, Anyway, what's going on, Mims, honey? You love a quick chat, don't we all? Yes, what's going on? Hey, Prognosis. Hey, Shantia. Hey, Dwayne. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Zeline. Hey, Keisha. What's up, Conversations with Jasmine? What's up going on, Gwen, Darian? I hope I said that right. What's up, Kim, Shelbs? Child, this has been a week, hasn't it? Girl, it has truly been a week, honey. What's up, This Cat Rocks? There's an article saying Johnathan was the one. Yes, and we are going to talk about that shortly. Let's see. What's going on, everybody? Twitter is the Zeus network of apps. Child, this what it's given. Because you could damn near do whatever the hell you want over there on the Twitter. All right. What's up, Marquel and Sharice and Film Boy? Okay, so that's what's going on with Twitter. And I did see a few people, random regular folks that don't have a ton of, a lot of followers. Some people actually, I've seen people with like 2,000 or 3,000 followers, if that, over on Twitter, and they actually purchased it. So I'm like, okay, well, do your thing then. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with it. It's your coin. You're going to do what you want to do anyway, because that's just how you is. All right. But let's go ahead and switch gears. Let's see what else I want to talk about over here. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Who is this? Okay. This should be, Power. So I came to y'all and told y'all about 50 Cent being sued for $1 billion because Courtney Kemp's dad's old friend or whatever like that, I guess her dad knew a lot of the story, therefore she knew a lot of his story, and this guy's name is Ghost. He was like a drug pen or whatever. So he's coming to the front, and it looks like he's suing Courtney Kemp and 50 Cent for $1 billion, right? Because they're using his story inside the whole Ghost, right? So the person is named after him, and he's saying that they're spilling a lot of his tea on the show, and now he feel like his life is in danger. So he feel like he finna sue 50 Cent them for $1 billion, okay? Now they're supposed to be settling that. But he also talked about how 50 Cent has been intimidating him. All right. And so now, because he's being intimidated, girl, this is where I'm cackling at. Now he's trying to sue Lionsgate for $300 million for allegedly allowing 50 Cent to illegally intimidate him. First of all, when is it ever legal to intimidate anybody? I mean, girl, I guess when you're a police officer or a detective and they bring you back in a room and they interrogate you. I mean, I guess that's when it's legal, ain't it? But yeah, that's his plan. He says after Courtney and them stole his life story, he's suing them for $1 billion. Now he's trying to sue Lionsgate for $300 million. And I just am I wrong? I kind of feel like he probably should have went after Lionsgate first. Maybe, I mean, they the ones that probably got the $1 billion. Maybe you should have sued them, but then they just picked up the story where it's Courtney Kemp, allegedly, according to what he's saying, actually knows his life story based on his previous connection with her dad or something like that. And of course, she's one of the main writers on the show. So he's talking about he finna sit up there and sue the people, child, for $1 billion. So then that's $1 billion, $1 billion plus the $300 million. So he's trying to sit up here and get rich. I'm not with that. I don't know. I feel like if y'all stole that man's story, y'all definitely should sit up there and have to pay him something for stealing his story, because who wants their story stolen, right? We already saw that with Miss Kandi Burruss, okay, when she had to call somebody else out for wanting to steal and write their story, okay? So who wants that, right? Don't nobody want that. But at the same time, I feel like it's the weight he trying to put on Courtney and 50 Cent, making it seem like his life is in danger. And I'm kind of like, the show ain't got nothing to do with your life being in danger. The show been on for a minute and you still here, honey. So if you ask me, I feel like if your life is in danger, a lot of it stems from the work that you've already been put out there in the streets as an ex-drug pen or whatever it is. Drug pen, kingpin, whatever it is they said you is, sir. Why you over here trying to get billions of dollars off these people? But you're going to do what you want to do anyway, honey. Because that's just how you is. So, good luck. Hopefully it works out. They're saying in the original lawsuit, Holland claims 50 Cent showed up in his neighborhood with men in vans and SWVs. Child, who went around the area looking for a man named Ghost. The men finally found Holland and stared him down as he stood in his driveway. Holland claimed he was forced to arm himself. Holland claimed he asked 50 Cent and his goons why they were in the neighborhood, but they prevented him from confronting the rapper. Now listen, I mean, I'm sure 50 probably could have been. I mean, anything is possible with people nowadays, okay? It's possible that intimidation was there. But don't be acting like you trying to sue these people because your life is in danger based on what they showing on the show. That's what a part of the suit was saying. Based on what they're showing on the show, he's fearing his life is in danger, as though old goons and stuff gonna be trying to come out here and attack him and get him or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, don't know about that. But okay, we'll see how that's gonna play out. It looks like they might be settling something. So he probably gonna get a coin though. He probably gonna get a little something. We'll just have to see. But as I said, good luck. Let's keep going, okay? Because I don't plan on being up here long. Just wanted to come in and chit chat with y'all, okay? Tyrese. Oh, wow. Tyrese. Actually, I want to play this. I I want to play this clip for y'all real quick. Let me see if I can share my screen and make this bigger. Because I don't even know why Tyrese and his new boo was even having a conversation about what her type is. I don't even know how this conversation even came to the forefront. So let's see if we can put this up. Because I just want y'all to hear what this man is saying.
Actually, Paul Walker.
I'm trying to refresh it so y'all can hear it from the beginning.
My type is actually Paul Walker recipes.
What more do you
But
want from me?
he wasn't my type at all. And my type is not white. I'm just saying I was more interested in
touch me.
Paul and every Fast and Furious.
Don't touch me.
It's not funny, but it's a little
My
funny.
type is actually Paul Walker recipes.
What more do you
But
want from me?
he wasn't my type at all. And my type is not white. I'm just saying I was more interested in
touch me.
Paul.
It's the Tyrese being in the background and them asking, what more do you want from me? Okay. It's how they added that edit in, and then his face zooming in at the same time, like, don't touch me. Okay. It was a bit comical based on the added edits, okay? But at the same time, it's like, now why would you say that about Paul Walker? I had a crush on Paul Walker too. However, girl, you know that was like that man's best friend that has passed away. Why would you say that to him? Girl, I feel like this is a bit disrespectful to that man for you to say that and then be joking and laughing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see what y'all think. Okay, that's not no. That's not his ex-wife. That's not his ex-wife. That's his new girlfriend. But I wonder if he's fully over his ex-wife, because I could have sworn I saw some post that he made recently, and reading the caption, he mentioned his ex-wife, which makes me wonder if he was ever really over her when he got into this relationship with this woman. But this is a new relationship that he has. But yeah, a new relationship. I kind of felt like that was kind of silly if you ask me, but you know, they're going to do what they want to do anyway, girl. So y'all do what y'all want to do out here in these streets, okay? But let's keep going and make this quick. Let's keep going. Who do I have next? Miss Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes came to social media. Y'all know she's been in this relationship with this new guy for some time, a little over a year. Well, she came to social media the other day and she made a post that says, "Why do I keep meeting narcissists? Am I doing something to attract them? This is a real question. Help." So, Nene, is it trouble in paradise? Now, just the other day, people was trying to allege that Nene was over here engaged and stuff. You know, and it's like, I don't know why you keep meeting them, Nene. It makes me wonder, I mean, do you have a bit of narcissistic, vibes within yourself, girl, as to why you keep attracting them? And you should have known who you was getting when he was already married, and then next thing you know, the wife turned around and she was trying to sue you, trying to get a coin up out of you. You should have really knew who you was dealing with at that particular time. That he didn't go ahead and wrap up and finish what he was doing before he came to you. But then I don't know, because I did read where people were saying online that you didn't really wrap up and finish what you had going on before you got with him. So I don't know. Okay? I'm not sure. I mean, if y'all not together, maybe it's a good thing. I don't know why you keep meeting these type of people. Somebody says opposites attract. Narcissists think highly of themselves, so they seek those with low self-esteem. So are you saying Nene has low self-esteem? They only focus on their wants and needs so they seek people who are selfless and empathetic, or you're subconsciously choosing the same person because our emotional minds seek familiarity and repeated relationship patterns. But I don't think that Greg was a narcissist at all. I don't think that he was like that in a relationship. I don't. I feel like he was more cool, calm, collected. I feel like Nene probably was the one that had the stronger personality in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? And probably operated in this manner as this person is saying. So, I mean, do opposites attract, or is she attracting what she is? Yikes. We hate to see it, Miss Nene, if that is indeed the case. But if you're not with him no more, I don't even know if I'm sad for you. I'm kind of happy for you. especially if he already got a wife. Maybe if you leave him alone, she'll drop that suit so you don't have to sit up there and pay all that money for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she'll drop it, but we'll have to see, girl. Either way, good luck, okay? Let's keep going, Miss Nene. Let's keep going. All right. Who else we got? Blac Chyna. Have y'all seen the changes that she's been making? Like, she's been on this whole spiritual journey lately. And for me, I'm liking it for her. I want to see if I'm watching her journey. I want to see if she's going to stay on this path, if she's going to revert back to the past path that she was on, or what. But she's been dropping all of these videos on her social media page, and we're just following her journey as far as, getting her fillers out, as far as her breast reduction. I think she even said she got a butt reduction if she hasn't already gotten it done. More recently, she's removing a Baphomet, and I think that's how you say it, tattoo. I believe it's the one where it looks like it makes me think of the Mason symbol a bit, and I could be wrong. It looks like it's like a animal's. Let me just look it up so I can tell y'all, because I don't know if it's like a goat with like horns or what it is. But let me see. Do they say, y'all have seen it before? I don't even want to put it up on my screen, but look up Baphomet. And it looks like it's like a goat with horns or something like that. A goat's face. That's what it is. Like with horns or whatever coming out of it. So she had that on her body. And she ended up getting it removed. And when I tell y'all, the way she was in there, I was like, oh, girl. Oh, my. I didn't even know it was that painful to have your tattoos removed. But it was very painful for her. But she got that done. She even went and got baptized. And I was like, look at Chyna over here trying to change. What I love the most is seeing her interaction just a little bit with her kids. And I feel like we don't really see a lot of Dream with Chyna. I feel like I see Dream more with her Kardashian family than I see her with her own mom. So I loved seeing that. I love seeing that. And I'm like, girl, I want to see more like Chyna. Maybe you could get you another reality show and we could see like the life after Blac Chyna or something going on with your life at this point as you're growing. Because remember, Evelyn Lozada had that. Good. Remember Evelyn Lozada when she was trying to change her life around, talk about somebody living in Lozada, and she went over there and she got that show with the OWN network. Yeah, I would not mind seeing something like that when it came to Blac Chyna. The only problem is Evelyn got that show, and then fast forward roughly about maybe 5 years later, she was back. She went backwards, okay? Especially when it came to the OG situation. She went all the way backwards when she went back to Basketball Wives. But yeah, I would not mind seeing that. I wonder what network would pick it up, and I would not say Zeus. I don't think that's the best. No, I don't. They would have to do a whole rebrand their damn self. They'll have to go through all of the phases of what Blac Chyna is going through on her spiritual journey. I think Zeus would have to do the same thing because I feel like she's worked with them previously. So don't put it over there. Maybe put it on WeTV or something. Because then you had that show on WeTV with your mama, and you and your mama was getting into it and all of that. And then at some point, it wasn't on the screen no more. I think you probably did 1 or 2 seasons. So maybe get a deal with and we can probably follow you on this journey and see your dynamics. Now, it might be a little boring for some people because, they like the drama and stuff like that. But I feel like some people might tune in if it's like a 30-minute show, though. Don't make it like no hour-long show. You feel me? That's where it's really going to get boring for the folks. But if you make it a cute little 30-minute segment show, a limited series or something like that, I think that would be, I think that would be good. Actually, I feel like that's what you should have did when you started to film your entire journey. I feel like you should have saved that for yourself, and I feel like you should have went and got you a deal and used that moment to actually follow you throughout this entire process of changing your life and all of that, and talk about the reasons as to why you're doing this. I feel like that would have been better for you. However, I must say, you putting it over on your Instagram and it not necessarily being monetized, I don't think, not sure, it does make it appear more genuine because it's not about the money for you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, I mean, that's still a good look as well. At the end of the day, the message that you're trying to put out here is continuing to get around to the people. So I still think that's dope. And I really like that for her. She went and got baptized. She rode down there, got that tattoo removed, baby. Got them breasts chopped down a little bit more. And I'm here for it. I want to see where it's going to take her. I do. I want to see how far she's going to go with this. So it's kind of like a congratulations to Blac Chyna for figuring that out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so there's that. So they have a beautiful daughter together. And she also has a beautiful child with Tyga as well. So I'm like, okay. We love to see it, okay? All right, so next up, let's see who else I want to talk about that we got over here. Judge Joe Brown. We have to talk about Judge Brown. Okay. So I did a video for you guys talking about Shirley Ralph and how she recently dropped a book, and she's been going around, you know, having interviews and stuff. And she talked about how she was SA'd by a TV show judge. She was very clear to say that it was not Judge Mathis. But what she didn't do was say that it wasn't Judge Joe Brown, right? Excuse me. So a lot of people immediately thought, oh, it must have been Judge Joe Brown, right? And I'll be honest, he definitely crossed my mind as well. But, you know, again, not accusing him of anything, but he definitely was a person that crossed my mind. And I mentioned that in my video. And I also mentioned that I was wondering who else was on TV at that time. You know what I'm saying? That could have done this, right? So he is now being kind of like, a lot of people are putting his name out there. A lot of people are starting to think how I was thinking and saying that, oh, could it have been, you know, Judge Joe Brown or whatever. And so now he has come to the front to clear his name and make sure people know it was not him. Don't play on his top like that, okay? And he may come for people for defamation, all right, for putting his name out there and making it seem like it was him. And in one of the calls that I listened to, because it was two different ones, but one of the calls I listened to, it kind of made me question whether he was going to go after Cheryl Lee Ralph because she didn't necessarily clear it up and say that it wasn't him. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and pull this up on the screen so y'all can see exactly what it was that was said. Okay. So let's get that up. Let's go over here, see if we can get the audio together. I have to refresh it.
It's a warning to anybody listening. I might bring in my legal crew and proceed for defamation of character. You see, when they put my face next to hers and they start doing that little stuff there, that becomes innuendo that somebody can see who they're talking about, and that's very destructive to my reputation because not only do I have a long track record of ensuring that women get justice when they've been done wrong, doing that on the criminal bench and a long time before that. My motto for the last half century has been protecting womanhood and promoting manhood, and there's those that don't seem to like it. So I might need a vacation. And I think I know where the deep pockets are where I'm on the... Let me say this before we go further. It's so...
Yeah, I could tell you of another time. This was a famous TV judge, not Judge Mathis. I love him. He's a great man. Not him.
Well, good, because I love Judge Mathis too. I don't know him personally,
I hate to have
but
a case of Judge Mathis.
No. He's a great man. This was another one. I'm at a very public place. I have on, like you see me, I was suited. I had my suit on. I was handling my business for the television show I was on at that time. He and I were on the same
Not
network.
a hit dog will holler.
This man walked in, grabbed me by the back of my neck, turned me around and rammed his nasty tongue down my throat.
Oh, my God.
And everybody at the network saw it. And the mayor of New Orleans at the time was, why am I blanking on his name?
Mark Morial?
Mark Morial. I called Mark Morial. Mark Morial.
Yeah.
I could tell you of another time. This was a...
So when I was telling you guys the story, for me, I did question whether or not the person that did this to her was Caucasian, was a white person, okay? A person of the caucus. I say that because of how everybody moved when it came down to it. Nobody wanted her to really talk about it. Nobody wanted her to say anything, brush it under the rug, make her feel away for even defending herself. So that type of behavior for me often, connects with a white person. So it made me question whether or not it was one of them. For real, okay? There was another one. Let me see if I could pull that up too. Because somebody sent this to me. I believe it was Mob Radio that went on to actually have a more in-depth call with him. So let me see if we can get that. I'm going to share this on the screen too. All right, let's see what she says here.
All right, ma'am. What might I address or respond to or do for you today?
It would be amazing if you could put some context around this situation with, I would say, the public. I don't think it's one person in particular, but the public believing that you could be the person in question as it pertains to Cheryl Lee Ralph and accusations that she made about a sexual assault that occurred years and years ago. I mean, anything that you have to add to that, really.
I don't know the woman. I'm not acquainted with the woman. I'm not trying to excuse it. I didn't do it. And if anybody says I did, they're a liar. Now.
And I saw you say that you would be coming for them, too. You're not playing about this.
I'm not playing. See, here's the other thing, too. In addition to Judge Mathis and myself, at the same time, there's Judge Caprio, Judge Wapner, Judge Ross, Judge Cutler, Judge Curtis, Judge Alex, Judge Young, Judge Jerry, Judge Mills Lane, Judge Maz, Judge Robert Franklin, Judge Larry Joe of Texas Justice, Judge Koch, who was also Mayor Koch and appointed Judy, and also Judy's husband, Chyna. So all of them were operating at the same time, and some of them had shows before me. Now, I find it interesting. I don't watch this stuff. I do not like, and I detest and despise sitcoms, okay?
Okay, I
despise the sitcoms.
Apparently was on Moesha, which started in 1994. So in television, if something's gone 4 years, it ain't a new show. She says it was her new show. I didn't start until 1998, the end of 98. So if hers was a new show, that would have excluded me anyway. But they were trying to bring back a certain somebody on that list, and other people were operating before that. So that wouldn't be me. And then the other thing she says in her interview, she got offended and confronted this person, I suppose, from what she was saying, later that evening at a corporate dinner, it seems, and the person acted like he didn't even know who she was. Well, I have a pretty adaptive memory, and no such confrontation ever occurred anywhere with anybody. So that couldn't have been me. And the point goes is why, here, you've got 15 people that could fill the bill, and you pick the black one. Oh, what time is that? And then you have so many black folk anxious to do this. What kind of self-defeating mindset does that indicate? And what does that have to say about why we can't seem to get anywhere?
And I'm going to leave it there because it's a 40-some minute video and it looks like he's very long-winded. But I think a lot of people mention the black judges because those are the ones that they're familiar with. A lot of the people that you mentioned, I don't know who the hell all them folks is. I know a few, but not all. So I think that's where, it comes from, And if I only know a few, I can imagine some people may know none. Right? Except for some of the more popular ones like Judge Mathis, like yourself, like Judge Judy and people over there on People's Court. I believe there was at least another white judge before the lady on People's Court, but I don't even remember who the person was. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where it came from, in my opinion, child. But he's very clear that it was not him. And if it was a new show, like, I mean, I think he's right when you look at when he came on the show versus when Moesha was and stuff. Like, nah, but I think it was somebody white, in my opinion. And I already told y'all my explanation as to why I think that. Okay. So that's what's going on, honey. With Judge Joe Brown just coming out here clearing his name. And y'all be careful when y'all use his name, okay? Because he's threatening to come at you, okay? All right? So either way, good luck. And let's keep going. Who else do I have on this lit girl? Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Moment of silence, please. Girl, let me get it together for a second. Give me 1 second, honey. Wow. Moment of silence. Wow, 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 wow. Girl, I feel like this is messy. Let's go ahead and get into it. Johnathan Majors in huge trouble, if you ask me. Let's get into the details here. It seems like a lot of people are torn. I see a lot of people that's torn, like, he ain't do that. He ain't do that. No, he ain't do that. He ain't do nothing like that. And then you have other people like, he did do it. He did do it. Y'all just think that he cute or whatever, girl. So you don't want to believe that he did, bitch. I don't know what these folk did. I'm not going to lie to you. I said, as far as my opinion, I really am going to reserve it, because even if you feel like a person didn't do something, there's always room for people to do the opposite of what you expect, okay? Because that's just how he is, right? But what they're saying is that Johnathan Majors has, or at least he was arrested. He's probably out now, but they're saying at the time arrested in New York City for allegedly assaulting a woman. All right. They said, according to TMZ, actor Johnathan Majors was arrested on Saturday in New York for reportedly assaulting a woman. He is being accused of strangulation, assault, and harassment. His relationship with the woman at the time was unclear. So let's hop over to the TMZ article. There is a initial article and then there's an update article, okay? They're saying Johnathan Majors arrested in New York City for assaulting woman. A judge released Majors. Hold on. Let's go back. Okay, here we go. Johnathan Majors was arrested in New York City this weekend. And according to police, he's being accused of putting his hands on a woman. But Johnathan's team is calling it B to the S. All right. Law enforcement sources tell us the actor was booked Saturday morning on charges of strangulation, assault and harassment. These are things that we already talked about. We're told cops responded to a call for service around 11 a.m. Near an area out in Manhattan. Okay, they're saying we're told the alleged victim in this case, a female, relayed to the police that Majors had gotten into a dispute with her and proceeded to attack her. And at the time, their exact relationship was unknown. Their sources told TMZ the alleged victim had visible injuries. Okay, visible injuries, including a laceration behind her ear, redness, and marks to her face. She was taken to an area hospital and is in stable condition. As for Majors, he was cuffed and taken to jail on the spot as police felt there was enough evidence for probable cause. We're hearing he is currently out of custody. All right, child, this had to have happened at a horrible time for you, sir. You've been going around doing a ton of interviews with Michael B. Jordan and everything. Things seem to be going up. And here you are kind of on the downslope just a little bit. Because there was I believe he did a commercial or did something for the Army, and they ended up snatching that. And we'll get into that too. But let's check out the update real quick for TMZ. They're saying at 5:03 this morning, a judge released Majors without bail at his Saturday night arraignment. So he was released without so he didn't even have to pay a bail, and he just got the hell out. What kind of connections you got? I mean, maybe that's a common thing. I don't know. But he was just able to go. He had no, okay. So, anywho, at his Saturday night arraignment in Manhattan criminal court. Prosecutors charged the actor with misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, attempted assault, and harassment. Majors is due back in court in May. Now, later on today, they're saying here's what allegedly happened in the lead up to this. They're saying, per our law enforcement sources, police were told that the alleged victim is Major's girlfriend. Girl, it's the fact that we ain't got no photo yet of who the woman is. So then that should tell you a lot of who the woman is. But let's keep going. But I had already told y'all a long time ago what was really going on. Okay? Period. So don't be surprised. All right? So they're saying that, and according to her, they got into an argument while in a taxi returning home from a bar in Brooklyn. So therefore, that means that there should be a witness, I would think. Right? So then the taxi driver can come into play to either, defend the young lady or to defend Johnathan based on whatever it is that he saw. Okay? He or she. What else? They're saying their sources say police were told the girlfriend saw another woman texting Majors, and she confronted him trying to sneak a peek at his phone. Girl, don't they hate when you try to sneak a peek? Well, not mine. I'm talking about y'all's. But anyway, girl, we're told the alleged victim girlfriend slash girlfriend claims that this got Majors mad and that he allegedly grabbed her hand and allegedly slapped her face. Oh, wow. So where did the strangulation come in at? We're also told that alleged victim claims he put his hands around her neck during this. Our sources say the woman was dropped off somewhere and that JM spent the night elsewhere. It appears the girlfriend went to the police the following morning and reported a crime. Okay, I'm trying to figure out, what did the taxi driver do during all of this? Did you hit the brakes? You ain't put both of that inside the car? What really was going on if y'all was in the back of this taxi? But they saying that this is what he did. We'll have to wait to see if he's proven innocent or anything. There was something else that I did read. Let me get to what dropped. Let's see. Oh, so now TMZ is saying Johnathan Majors' attorney says he's completely innocent, claims alleged victim has recanted her statement. Girl, y'all gonna stress me out on this Sunday with the Lord. I swear. This gonna be a shitty boo-boo mess already, girl. This is gonna be a shitty boo-boo. Ma'am, what? You're okay. I don't know what the hell to think, y'all. I don't know whether to think he did it or he didn't do it. That's why I'm really reserving my opinion to really see how this is going to play out. But it's not uncommon for victims to recant their stories, okay? It's not uncommon. It's also not uncommon for women to lie. It's not uncommon for men to get physical and assault women. So it's a whole lot of going on here. And now she's recanting her statement. Girl. Okay, so they're saying Johnathan Majors' lawyer says there's evidence that'll prove he committed no crime against a woman who he allegedly assaulted, even claiming she's reversing her own story, okay? Criminal defense attorney who's representing Majors in this matter tells TMZ Johnathan Majors is completely innocent and is probably the victim of an altercation with the woman he knows, not him being the victim in the altercation. We are quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped imminently. Okay? This is what they saying, girl. I don't know. Y'all better get some moving before May come around. Okay? Now they're saying she goes on to cite evidence she says they've already gathered to back up their version of events, including video footage from within the vehicle where the alleged assault occurred. I'm stressed out. Nothing happened to me. But I just feel like this story is really finna send us through the damn ringer. Okay? I mean, because you have a lot of people that are ready and prepared to protect this black man. And then you got a lot of people that's ready and prepared to hang this black man out there dry. Okay? Just ready to hang him out there like, all men are the devil, especially the black ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, it's so much. go ahead and just release the video so we can go ahead and if he did it, call him out. And if she did it, call her out. Okay? Just go ahead and drop it. All right? Now, if it comes to find out that he did not do this, I feel like Mama Joyce. Ain't no mountain high enough and no river wide enough to keep me off your ass. Okay? Especially if I was Johnathan mama. Okay, ma'am? And let me have found out you put any piece of a hair on mine. It's giving Marta girl. I'm pressing charges. I'm pressing charges. I'm pressing charges. I'm pressing charges. Y'all want to see Young Jeezy George Bush? Like, that's what it's giving, ma'am. Okay? If that happened, right? Because I do feel like oftentimes if the woman is proven to be a liar, whether it's accusing one of physical or sexual, nothing happens to them, right? He's going to get his just due if this happened to him, if he did this to her. You know what I'm saying? That's what the law is for. But if we find out with the footage that he did it, on your ass will be a stamp. Okay? Okay? But again, I'm just telling y'all my thoughts. All right, now I don't know. I don't know if he did it or did. I need to see the footage. Release the beautiful bean footage. Because what y'all finna stop doing? Y'all finna stop coming to the front and making us think that y'all got some footage and some receipts and not drop them. Okay? Now I'm waiting on Tamika's receipts. Hello? So that we can go ahead and hush up the folks on the Scots on the other side. Okay? While they out there pulling out different lies and stuff. And then when it comes to TMZ, I feel like we going to get their receipt probably Monday morning. we waiting on the TMZ receipts. They on the phone right now. Actually, they was on the phone with the taxi driver, I'm sure, this morning. But since tomorrow going to be Monday and they got to get the week started, girl, they going to probably drop their video tomorrow so we can see what's really going on. But let's keep going. All right. Where else are we? So she goes on to cite evidence. She says they've already gathered to back up their versions of events, including video footage from within the vehicle where the alleged assault occurred, witness testimony from the driver. This is what I want to know, girl. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. What did the driver say? And others who saw and heard the episode. And last but not least, 2 written statements from Chandri claims are from the alleged victim in this case. Wow. So the girl wrote 2 statements for y'all. Johnathan, if these charges get dismissed, don't you fuck with it no more. Okay? Don't you mess with that lady no more. If she lied, that's definitely a reason. But 2, if there was any type of issue between y'all, whether it didn't get physical or you kind of like jerked at her or whatever, then what's the point? You already texting somebody else. So it ain't no point in even trying to get back over there with the young lady. So just leave this lady where she at. You know what I'm saying? And just go on about your business. You feel me? Go find you a Sierra or something like that. Russell had his little lady before Sierra, and that lady was over there doing some extra, whatever she had going on. I think Russell even had to get that lady some money or whatever. So, boom. Then he went and found him a Sierra. Like, get your shit together. Okay? Some part of me strongly want to say that's what you get so bad, but I'm trying to, reel it in just a little bit. I'm trying to reel it in. But let's keep going. They're saying, so we got to that. Chandri insists the statements show her fully recanting her allegations, and she adds this will all be presented to the authorities in due time to prove her client did nothing wrong. But ma'am, if this proves, and the witness is on the side of him, if this proves that he ain't do shit to you, Mama Joyce is all I have to say, because you still went down to that police station and you made a statement that was likely false. Okay? So we will have to see. What else are they saying? As for why Majors was arrested, if all this stuff does indeed exist, she tells us it's SOP in police departments to make an arrest after an allegation is levied and if there's probable cause to back up the claims. In this instance, the NYPD says there was visible injuries. Okay? So something went down. All right. Something definitely went down. Obviously, it was enough injuries for them to feel like, okay, y'all got into a tussle. Something happened, so we're going to go ahead and take your big, strong ass on down here, okay? Because we know she ain't do shit to you, sir, okay? With all this you got going on, go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back. Don't move, okay? And let's go ahead and go down here because that's what it was given. Chandri finishes with this. We expect these charges to be dropped soon. The DA will usually request orders of protection in these matters while they are being resolved. Majors has been charged with misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, attempted assault, and harassment. But that's what I'm confused about on the harassment piece. Because if y'all went down to a bar together and then y'all got in the car and he's in his phone and you said you saw something in his phone and he got upset or whatever, where does the harassment come in at? And we know that y'all just like to throw charges out there. I feel like I understand the misdemeanor assault and the attempted assault, whatever the case was. But then how do we put attempted assault? Was it attempted or did it happen? Girl, y'all need to hurry up and resolve this case so we can find out if this man is finna move forward in trial or he finna get off and she finna go get locked up. Like, y'all need to let us know something, okay? He was released on his own, on his own accord and is due back in court in May. In response to Major's attorney's claims about the woman who we've been told is a girlfriend of his, the Manhattan's DA office told TMZ the case is ongoing and they won't be commenting further on the details. What they did say, however, is that a limited court-ordered protection for the alleged victim has been put in place. That's typically what happens. The DA requested a full order of protection, indicating that they feel the alleged victim needs a bigger force field. Listen, I think to me, I think that's a good thing for both of y'all to be separated. You know what I'm saying? Because if either one of y'all thought about going back to each other after some shit like this happened, don't. Move on. Save yourselves, okay? Because I really don't even see how y'all relationship would even be able to bounce back from this. You know, I don't see how y'all would be able to go forward if he did do this and if he didn't do this. Like, I just don't like. What's the point? Yeah, so they're saying, by the way, there's a new U.S. Army ad campaign that Majors recently signed on to be the face of. 2 ads starring him have been released, but they've since been yanked. Okay, reaching out. Okay, to snatch back is what they did. The U.S. Army says they're doing their due diligence and we'll see how things play out before moving forward, okay? I guess don't say they yank. I guess just put them on pause or whatever just to see how this going to play out. But it sounds like that's kind of what they saying, you know. A lot of companies don't care. They're going to go ahead and just like, nah, we're going to move in a different direction. We're going with somebody else before they even get the full details. Somebody had a case recently. Was it? I thought I saw people say something about a Michael Irvin or Mike. Somebody had a case recently where this white lady was alleging that he had assaulted her, and that man had all kind of cameras and proof and everything to say he ain't never touched that lady, violated that lady, or do nothing like that. I'm like, Johnathan, honey, if you finna get off, you gonna need all kind of proof. You gonna need what he got, you know. But it sounds like the attorneys do have enough evidence. So we just gonna see. Not her recanting her statement and you got the driver on his side. Oh, girl, this a lot. This is girl, we gonna see. We'll see, honey. We'll see how this gonna play out for you, child. You better hope that you're able to get bookings and stuff. And I think he probably got some more movies and stuff coming out. You know, but you know, y'all make sure, you know, if it's found out that, you know, he didn't do this or whatever, make sure y'all treat him like y'all treat the other white actors in Hollywood that actually committed the crimes and still able to move forward and be on Marvel. Yikes. Was it Robert Downey Jr.? Oh my. Okay. But either way, you know, the world doesn't work like that. Good luck. Okay, let's see what's still going on. What else do we have? All right. Okay, so now the segment we about to get into really. This is where I'm more so talking about a lot of stuff that's been happening really around the world for real. Okay, so let's get into this man here because I know y'all already wondering, Jamie, who is this man? Who is this on this screen? Okay, so let me find my details on this man, okay? Because this is actually a New York judge, to be honest with you. And girl, he had his OnlyFans, and I want to get his name. Let me make sure I have the correct name for him. But he is a New York judge. He had an OnlyFans account. Nice body, sir. I'm gonna give that to you. Nice body. His OnlyFans account was their side hustle, and understand that they fired him. They're saying, according to the New York Post, Gregory A. Locke, who's 33 years old, was getting his little freak on his OnlyFans account. He was posting very sexual content like hardcore PO, if you know what I mean. Girl, not the ORGY. They was doing that over there too. And instances of him drinking the contents of what appears to be used CONDOMS. Girl, he over there cutting the up. You cutting up, sir, over there on the OnlyFans, and then be trying to come up there and have the audacity to judge folks and sentence them accordingly. And you over there cutting it down for the OL. Girl, no, he did. Yes, he did. Locke was charging his viewers $12 a month to view his page and would even talk about his page on Twitter. Locke's job was made aware of his account, and he was fired on Tuesday for unprofessional behavior. During his seat on the bench, he was making $58 an hour. No, the hell he wasn't, bitch. Let's add this up. A 5A plus carry the 2. Girl, that man was making $70 an hour. Because he was putting in that work over on that OnlyFans, okay? Now, y'all, people that signed up on that OnlyFans, first of all, the price finna go up. I want y'all to understand that he not going to be charging y'all $12 no more. It's going to be getting to like $15, $20. Because now he's being made known like worldwide or whatever. So the price finna go up, and then he finna have more time to show his ass. You feel what I'm saying? So, ooh, girl. That's an interesting side hustle for a judge. I mean, you was already getting all the money. Sir, locking people, whatever you was out there doing. And then now you come over here doing different types of lockups and getting all the coin. Child. Now, when they made OnlyFans, you know they didn't make it for you, sir. You supposed to be upholding some type of honor. You was upholding a different type of honor, though. Well, I guess at least you got paid for it, though. Yes, bitch. Woo. Well, y'all let me know if y'all familiar with the judge, honey. But he has been fired. So if you already over there, just know that the page gonna kick up just a little bit, okay? It's gonna kick up real soon. But anywho, girl, let's go ahead and move on. Good luck, honey. Good luck. Let's see. Who do we have here? This young man, see, let me go back and pull his file. Give me a sec. I need to get back here and pull his file up. Because, see, he was charged because he was getting it in a little too hard with somebody, girl. And let me pull him up. Okay, so they saying this man was hit with manslaughter. He got a manslaughter charge after accidentally his girlfriend to death when they was getting it in. Not you to unalive this lady when y'all was getting it in. They're saying according to a New York Post, okay? According to New York Post, I guess the police were called and responded around 2:20 a.m. When police arrived on the scene, they found 24-year-old DJ Garrett Hillard lying unresponsive. She was rushed, taken to a local hospital where she was pronounced unalive, okay? Police spoke with the victim, Ja'Aaron Thomas, who was 27. Give me 1 second, because I want to pull this up on something else. Give me 1 second, because this is right here. This is a mess here, honey. Y'all was really doing it. Y'all was really over there getting it down to the town, honey. Harris County woman unalived after reportedly being during SEX with a boyfriend. Now on On Tuesday, Harris County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to the 800 block of Ashland Boulevard for an unknown medical emergency around 2:20 a.m. Okay, when they arrived, they found a woman, 24-year-old DJ Garrett Hillard, lying unresponsive. She was taken to a local hospital where she was pronounced unalived. All right, officials say they spoke with the boyfriend, Jaron Thomas, who told them he and the woman were engaged in a act with erotic asphyxiation. Girl, what y'all be into? What y'all be into? Okay, when she went unresponsive. And then so, I'm just... Now, see... I'm bothered by the fact that, and I know you said that it has some erotic asphyxiation, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It goes with that. But to me, the harder you pressed was like, it's giving you a struggling to, boom. And I just, you'll probably be working that thing a little too much. That's just really uncomfortable. How do you have that conversation with the police for real? Because, and I want to know the details, like what happened. I really hate this for her. You know what that makes me think? I hate that this young lady lost her life in that manner, but it does make me think about Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, where Alexia from Real Housewives of Miami talks about how her husband passed away by having sex with his lover, okay, which was a man, but those rumors were not true, right? But then she goes on into the confessional and says, like, that's not a bad way to pass away. She says, I would want to die that way, doing the do with someone that I love. And I'm like, really? You want it so bad that you will be dead from it? I don't think there's any good way to go out, really. But anywho, that's just real interesting, because I'm like, why did it have to be that hard on her neck that she couldn't breathe, though? You know what I'm saying? Did she ask for that? Is that just how it goes? Or was that your intent to do that, but you were going to disguise it behind, we were doing the do, and that's a part of, the game that we were playing, that's a part of the theme or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it very well could have been that that's what you intended to do. But disguise it behind, this is just how it's supposed to go. I don't know. But they say after an investigation, Thomas was arrested and charged with manslaughter in her death, and his bond was set to $40,000. And I'm sure he's out now at this time, okay? But I really do hate that for that woman. That I think that's a sad way to go out. You're supposed to be enjoying that. You ain't supposed to be just not waking up no more afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. But that's just my thoughts, child. Either way, good luck. Let's keep going. Okay, who else do we have here? Child, this is a sick story here. This one here is sick. So this man is an Oklahoma man sentenced to life in prison, thank God, after pleading guilty to unaliving his neighbor and cutting her heart out and attempting to feed it to his family. He unalived his uncle and his 4-year-old granddaughter. Ain't that something? They say back in 2021, Lawrence Paul Anderson, who's 44, went to his neighbor, Andrea Lynn Blankenship's house, boomed her to death, cut her heart out, wow, and took it back to his house to feed it to his aunt and his uncle. Anderson cooked this woman's heart and served it with potatoes to reportedly release the demons. Before he fatally stabbed his uncle and the 4-year-old girl and severely injured the aunt by stabbing her in both eyes. Are you serious? But the aunt survived the attack, but now she's blind in one eye and deaf on one side. So the other eye made it, even though she got in it? Wow. Wow, that's a lot. I don't even know if I would have wanted to make it after that. Shit, hell no. Like, what? Wow. Yo, this man is crazy. He should not have been sentenced to life. He should have been sentenced to unalive is what he should have been sentenced to. He should have been sentenced to get the hell out of here today. I feel like when they be making those sentencing where it's like you're out of here type sentencing, I be wanting it to happen that day. Like soon as y'all leave the courtroom, go ahead and take them back. Like, now granted, I get it. Some people are falsely sentenced, okay? Falsely found, not sentenced, but the verdict, a lot of people have went to prison and found guilty when they were actually innocent the whole time and likely been on death row, whatever the case is. But for some of y'all, girl, y'all need to go, if not later that day, by the end of that week. Especially if you plead guilty to it. Like, girl, why is we holding him on? Why is he holding on? Why is he holding on? We should not be, girl, why? What are we saving him for? Let this man go on. Okay? Let this man go on. That's how I feel about that. But that's a crazy story, and I had to come to the front and tell y'all about it. I hate that this woman, lost her life that way. She probably just was like a cool lady, probably just had no issue with him coming over. Oh yeah, sure, you can come in. Yeah, no problem. Da 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 da. Next thing you know, like what? Lord, it's just sad. I hate that. I really hate that for her and the beautiful little granddaughter and the uncle. That's crazy, man. Like, you definitely had the devil in you. It's insane. Don't keep him around much longer, please, okay? But let's go ahead and move on. Right, send him back to the father, please. I want to talk about these young ladies here. And I am about to share a video, and I'll refresh it once I share it. Because this story here, they're saying that the police revealed that 3 Texas sisters were reportedly drowned. In a neighbor's pond were actually, okay, and other things, and lacerated prior. So something happened to them prior to them drowning. And at first it was just investigated as only a drowning. Now they got to open the investigation back up is what it appears. Months later, after they found out, like, nah, more things happened to them than what y'all think. So let's see. Let's get this up here on the screen. Did I share my screen? Okay, there we go. Let's refresh so y'all can hear what's going on in this crazy story.
The bodies of 9-year-old Zyariel Oliver, 8-year-old Amaya Harvey, and 5-year-old Tamari Oliver after they were reported missing last night in Cass County. KSLA News 12's Jade Myers was at the scene where those 3 girls' bodies were recovered.
I'm here in Cass County where 3 young children went missing sometime Friday. Investigators said they found their bodies in a pond behind me. Those children's ages are said to be 9, 8, and 5 years old.
We all responded, our Texas Parks and Wildlife and Cass County Sheriff's Office, along with some of their volunteer fire departments, responded to the area.
Officials said Zyariel Oliver, Amaya Harvey, and Tamari Oliver were reported missing around 10 p.m. Friday night near County Road 3319 in Cass County. Their bodies were later found in a pond on a neighboring property of where they live. KSLA didn't shoot video of the pond because it's on private property.
We located items of clothing around a pond and in a pond. So we centered the search on that small body of water. And with the use of divers, we were able to recover the 3 victims at approximately 2 a.m. this morning.
I asked Harvey if he's seen a situation like this before.
It's not an everyday occurrence, but this does happen.
This is still a developing story, and when we get more information, you can find it on our KSLA News 12 app. In Cass County, Jade Myers, KSLA News 12.
Okay, so they're saying that original report stated that these 3 young girls drowned in a neighboring pond while under the watch of their mother's friend. Yet, okay, the district attorney revealed in a statement Thursday that the girls suffered lacerations to their faces and they were strangled prior to drowning. So y'all need to pull that family friend back out. Okay, pull that family friend back out so y'all can have a conversation and find out what really going on. You feel what I'm saying? And what's the family friend, the neighbor themselves, is what I'm wondering. Let's see. The girls, along with their 3 other siblings, were being babysat by their mother's friend while she worked prior to their disappearance. Upon noticing they vanished around 10 p.m. 10 p.m., the girls were found hours later at 2 a.m. in a neighbor's pond with their clothing scattered in and around the pond. We have no idea what the girls were doing there. What? The investigation has been ongoing for 8 months. That is sad as hell. That is sad. That's sad. But I am glad that they are continuing to talk about it, you know what I'm saying, on like the neighborhood talking stuff. So hopefully more people can talk about it and they can find out what really happened to these girls and who did it. Well, I feel like they already kind of know. Like they know about the injuries, but they probably don't know how everything came about. So hopefully, her family can get justice for her kids and find out who is the person walking around here. Because I feel like these won't be the only victims if you give them enough time, in all honesty. But I really hate that. It's just so terrible. And some cute little babies. Like, what the hell? Sad. We have about 500 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for watching. We only have about 250 likes, so I do appreciate all of those that liked. If you have yet to like the video, definitely go ahead and do so. It definitely helps out the channel, and I do appreciate it. Let's keep going because I do have some more over here. Let's see who else we got. Let's see. What's next? Are they next? Let me see. They are next. Girl, this is some here. This is some shit here. Now, I'm going to play a little bit. Not a whole lot, because you know how YouTube do. But this young lady's name is Khadijah. Khadijah Brown or Khadijah Brown, one of the two. She's from Mississippi. I saw the whole video over there on the spiritual word, okay? Now, I went over there and I saw it earlier today. And this young lady was getting into it with her baby daddy, all right? I guess he had been gone all day from the house, and then he gets back to the house, and he's trying to get his stuff, getting ready to go to work, and she's like in his way, not allowing him to do so, all right? Let me play just a little bit so y'all could see what's going on.
Yeah, I got stuff to do too. I'm over here. I'm over here putting the rest.
Yeah, what you on the phone with?
So her mama's in the back.
No, you ain't trying to get ready for work. Look at him. This is sad case, y'all. He getting his stuff. Look at that. Sad case. As a father.
Okay, Jeremy, what is the conversation you want to have?
We good.
Yeah, and your baby in the room.
Conversation you want to have?
We good. Give me my phone, bro. Don't say
What is the conversation you want to have?
What the conversation?
Get out my
He
phone.
said, what's the conversation?
Don't touch me. I'll call the police over here. Do not touch me.
He said, what's the conversation y'all want to have?
Get on me.
What's the conversation you want to have?
I'm finna send Liz over here. She touched me, please.
Ain't nobody touching you.
I'm gonna send my cousin over here. Do not touch me,
Don't
bro.
have nobody over here.
Oh,
What
baby.
is the
Tell your daughter to keep her hands on
What
me.
is the
Tell your
conversation?
daughter to keep her hands on me.
You the one slap me.
Say you
You the one slap me. Hit me now. Hit me now.
Keep your hands on me.
What's up, man? I'm still asking what is the conversation.
Oh, man. That's what I'm finna do. I'm finna.
So, okay. From what I captured of her live, right, she was in there complaining about her baby daddy. She was talking to her mama. Her mama would sound like she was in the kitchen cleaning up or something like that. Her mama slick to me was kind of like hyping her up a little bit, in my opinion. So he gets to the house or whatever, and she starts kind of going off on him. He's on the phone with his uncle the whole time. He's trying to get his stuff so that he can go, so that he can leave, but she's not really letting him get anything. So then she kept trying to put her hands on him, and he's like, get your hands off me, stop touching me, stop touching me. And then she ended up like, I think she dropped the phone. When she hit him like one more time, the phone dropped, right? So obviously there was some type of scuffle or something that happened. And then he was like, I told you to get your hands off me. I told you to stop touching me. Like, he was like, touch me again, see what I do, like touch me again or whatever. Then her mama telling her to stop or whatever the case is, right? Then she continued to try him while on the call, while on that live. And mind you, the screen goes black, but you can hear everything that's going on. Next thing you know, I hear him saying he's going to call the police because she out here putting, he's like, I'm going to call the police because you keep putting your hands on me. Same thing you heard him say earlier. Obviously, at some point, an item came out, a pow came out. When that pow came out, he said, I'm about to call the police, man, because he was like, I'm finna call the police and tell them you got this pow in so many words, right? And he didn't, they continue to have a few words, but he was really trying to tell her to like leave him alone. He's just trying to get his stuff so he can go off to work. Okay. The uncle's telling him just leave the house. He was like, I'm leaving, but I just need to get my stuff so I can go to work. Well, out of nowhere, okay, it is probably quiet for a few seconds. Next thing you know, you hear pow. And then the mama starts screaming hysterically. Then the young lady started to scream hysterically, but I felt like I heard more of the mom than I heard the daughter, but the daughter definitely screamed. Like the mama was in shock. She was wild. Of course, the daughter was in shock, but it wasn't a shock like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. What did I do? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Da, 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 da. She said, oh my God, I don't want to go to jail. I ain't trying to go to jail. I was like, oh, bitch, you gone. Ma'am, you're gone. You're gone, ma'am. You're gone. You ain't trying to go to jail. That's exactly what you finna do. Okay. Let's get into more and see if there's anything else I missed. They said, according to reports, the incident went down Saturday around 7:30 in the morning. Lowndes Sheriff Eddie Hawkins says Khadijah Brown, 28, and her husband Jeremy Brown had been arguing for most of the night. Okay. He said that Jeremy was allegedly trying to leave the apartment and de-escalate the situation before he was popped. Okay. He died in the house. Okay, what's even crazier about this is that the whole thing was captured on Facebook Live. Police arrived in the scene not long after the pow took place, and they arrested this young lady. Okay, she has been charged with murder and is currently still in custody. Right. And the mama was sent over there before all of this happened. Her mama, which is the grandma, was kind of like talking about, y'all always trying to put me in it. I ain't trying to be in it. Y'all always want to put me in stuff or whatever. I'm here doing what I can for the kids. Ma'am, you don't want to be in it, but you slick egging your daughter on, therefore putting yourself in it. Now, ma'am, you ain't got no choice but to be in it because them children gonna need some guardians now. Now what? So now you all up in it, okay? And actually, when the boy had said, I'm going to call the police, tell them you got that pow, she was like, sit down. Y'all both sit down. Ain't nobody finna do nothing. So you thought they wasn't. So you thought they was not finna do nothing. And it definitely went down. So I remember saying that she's a goner. Now, like, girl, this happened in Mississippi. You're out of here. You're gone. And then somebody said to me in the comments, they were saying that, I don't think that she's going to be, I think they're going to like do like a mental evaluation, basically believing that she could possibly get off based on like her mental condition. And it's like, girl, fuck all that you talking about. Do you think they give it, do you know how many people locked up with mental issues right now? You sound crazy. She's not getting off. This video, while you trying to Facebook Live everything, it's showing proof of everything that you did and how you antagonized this man and how you restricted this man. You see what I'm saying? So, ma'am, you're gone. All of the evidence is right there. It is what it is. And your initial reaction to it, although we did not see what actually happened with it, it could have been a misfire. It could have been an accident, right? But although we didn't see it, for me, it was the immediate reaction of you saying, what did she say? I'm not trying to go to jail. I'm not trying to go to jail. Like, that's what she said immediately versus being a bit remorseful. Now, granted, it could be some of her shock. Like, oh, my God, I'm shocked. But if you're really sorry for what you did, I feel like you will likely go into that state of, oh, my God, did I just do? Oh, my God, I'm sorry. Let me call 911, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you went into, I ain't trying to go to jail. So it sounds like you were okay with popping him. I mean, that was the whole intent and the reason as to why you went and got the item anyway, right? You went and got the pow to intimidate him. So there's no way you're not getting off. I will be shocked. I will be surprised, ma'am. And then let me tell you what else finna hit you. It's the stuff that you about put up here on social media. Because there was a post. Matter of fact, let me see if I have it from North Carolina Beat, okay? So this is one of the posts that was said on her page. And I also have these screenshots myself. But she says, I have a bisexual husband. And then she added this man, okay? Then she went on, and a national sales and lease manager F's his employees, right? Because her man ended up texting another woman, and this is what he texted one of the employees. Hey, sexy, how you been? Call me. This Jeremy you work with at the national sales and lease, okay? And that's where she put cheater, all right? And then here they are together. But some other people were putting up things where she had said, it was a meme or something about how I'm gonna be in my next relationship. Basically, somebody like with a pow to somebody's face, and she put that on her Facebook, and she added him or whatever, saying like, yeah, this us in our relationship. So, girl, you're gone. Okay, ma'am, you're out of here. And ain't nobody finna tell me that different. Now, I do know that she had recently had a baby not too long ago, and they were trying to say that it could be like postpartum depression or something. No, ma'am, she's not getting off, okay? She might get a lesser charge if they finna work that out, if possible, but she's in there till she's out of here, till she's out of this world. Like, she's not getting out. And I can imagine what the different emotions that she's going through, the shock that she's in, the disbelief, like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. I never saw myself in this place. Da-da-da-da-da. Let me tell y'all, girl, don't be even if these people are your men, okay, or your girl, your husband, your wife, whatever, don't let a motherfucker tell you more than one time that they don't want your ass. For real, for real. You know, a lot of times we continue to stay around, we deal, we put up, whatever the case. But if it got to get to that point where you got to go and get physical or go and grab something or whatever, hey, I'm going to go ahead and hit you on the flip. Yeah, this was cool. And it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's easier said than done. But, girl, listen, I bet she wish she would have just walked away then. But, girl, that's what all happened, honey. I just had to come to y'all and let y'all know what's going on, Mr. Ma'am. It's a lockdown for the lockdown. And, but she ain't getting out. It ain't gonna be no give us free. And you took them kids, Dad? Yeah, you're gone. You're gone. And then you want to sit up there and talk about how that man went at the house and he don't even be here for the kids and this and that. He got 4 kids and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I don't know what they had going on in their relationship, but now he really not gonna be there for the kids. And you won't either. We hate to see it. But that's all that I got. Wanted to come and have a quick chat with you guys real quick about what's been going on out here in these streets. I thank you guys so much for joining me. Okay, we had over 500 people in the chat. Hopefully we can get those likes to match. Thank you all so much for subscribing and just enjoying the content overall. All right, I really do appreciate y'all for continuing to help grow the channel in all ways. So thank you so much for that. I'm going to go ahead and hop off this thing and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.